If you're a Social Security beneficiary or someone who will be soon, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now, because we're about to break down everything you need to know about the September 2025 Social Security payments that could directly impact your financial security. This information could literally mean the difference between budgeting correctly for the month ahead or finding yourself caught off guard. Let's start with the big question everyone's asking. When exactly will you receive your September 2025 Social Security payment? The timing of your payment isn't random, and it's not the same for everyone. Your birth date actually determines when you'll see that money hit your account, and understanding this system can save you from unnecessary worry and help you plan your monthly expenses better. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of any month, you'll receive your September Social Security payment on the second Wednesday of the month. For September 2025, that means your payment will arrive on Wednesday, September 10th. Now, if your birthday falls between the 11th and 20th of any month, you'll need to wait a bit longer because your payment comes on the third Wednesday, which is September 17th this year. Those of you born between the 21st and 31st of the month will receive your payments on the fourth Wednesday, September 24th. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is something many people don't realize. There are exceptions to these rules. If you started receiving Social Security benefits before May 1997, your payment schedule is completely different. You'll receive your payment on the third day of every month, which means for September 2025, your payment would arrive on September 3rd. Additionally, if you're receiving both Social Security and Supplemental Security Income, known as SSI, you follow this same early payment schedule. Speaking of SSI recipients, here's something crucial to understand. Your SSI payment for September actually comes at the end of August. Why? Because September 1st falls on a Sunday this year, so the payment is moved to the last business day of the previous month, which is Friday, August 29th, 2025. This might seem confusing, but the Social Security Administration does this to ensure you never have to wait longer than necessary for your benefits. Now, let's talk about the numbers that really matter to your wallet. Thanks to the cost of living adjustment, or COLA, that went into effect in January 2025, Social Security benefits increased by 2.5% across the board. This means that if you were receiving $2,000 per month in 2024, your monthly payment in 2025 would be approximately $2,050. That extra $50 might not seem like much, but over a full year, it adds up to $600 in additional income. But what does this actually mean for the average senior? Let's break this down with real numbers that you can relate to. The average Social Security retirement benefit in 2025 is sitting at around $1,907 per month. With the 2.5% COLA increase, beneficiaries are seeing about $47 more per month compared to what they received in 2024. For a couple both receiving Social Security, this could mean an extra $94 per month, or over $1,100 additional annually. However, and this is a big however, many seniors are discovering that their actual take-home amount might be different from what they expect. Why is this happening? Several factors can affect your net Social Security payment, and understanding these can help you avoid unpleasant surprises when you open that statement or check your bank account. First, let's talk about Medicare premiums. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, your premium is automatically deducted from your Social Security payment. The standard Medicare Part B premium for 2025 is $185 per month, which is an increase from the previous year. This means that while your gross Social Security payment increased by 2.5%, your net payment might feel smaller because of higher Medicare costs eating into that increase. Are you someone who has back taxes or has other federal debts? The government can garnish your Social Security benefits to collect on these debts, which means your actual payment could be significantly less than the gross amount. This is particularly common among people who had tax issues during their working years or who have outstanding student loans from decades past. Here's something that catches many retirees off guard. If you're still working while receiving Social Security and you're under your full retirement age, there's an earnings test that could reduce your benefits. For 2025, if you're under full retirement age for the entire year, Social Security will deduct $1 from your benefit for every $2 you earn above $22,320. This is why some working seniors see their September payment amount fluctuate based on their year-to-date earnings. But let's address the elephant in the room that many seniors are talking about in community centers and coffee shops across America. Is the 2.5% COLA increase really enough to keep up with the rising cost of everything from groceries to healthcare? Many beneficiaries are finding that while their payments increased, their purchasing power feels like it's actually decreasing. Consider this. The average price of groceries has been climbing, and many prescription medications that seniors rely on have seen price increases that exceed the 2.5% COLA adjustment. Housing costs, whether you're renting or dealing with property taxes and maintenance as a homeowner, have also been rising in many areas of the country. This creates a situation where your Social Security check is technically bigger, but it doesn't stretch as far as it used to. What's particularly challenging for many seniors is that the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, which is what the Social Security Administration uses to calculate COLA, doesn't always reflect the spending patterns of older Americans. Seniors typically spend a higher percentage of their income on healthcare and housing, both of which have been experiencing above-average inflation. So, what can you do to maximize your Social Security payment and make sure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to? First, double-check your earnings record. You can do this by creating an account on the Social Security Administration's website and reviewing your annual earnings history. Errors in your earnings record can result in lower monthly payments, and you have the right to correct these mistakes. If you're approaching retirement age, understanding the difference between taking Social Security at 62 versus waiting until your full retirement age, or even until age 70, can mean thousands of dollars in difference over your lifetime. For every year you delay taking Social Security past your full retirement age, up until age 70, your benefit increases by approximately 8%. That's a guaranteed return that's hard to beat in today's economic environment. Are you divorced and unsure about your Social Security options? You might be entitled to benefits based on your ex-spouse earnings record, even if they've remarried. This is particularly important for women who may have had lower lifetime earnings due to taking time off for caregiving responsibilities. You could potentially receive up to 50% of your ex-spouse benefit amount if it's higher than your own. For those of you who are married, coordinating your Social Security claiming strategy with your spouse can significantly impact your household's total Social Security income. There are sophisticated strategies involving when each spouse claims benefits that can maximize your combined lifetime Social Security income. This is especially important for couples with significant age differences or disparate earning histories. Let's talk about something that's been making headlines recently and might affect some of you: the Social Security Fairness Act. This legislation, which has been gaining momentum, could significantly increase benefits for certain groups of retirees, particularly those who worked in public service jobs like teaching, firefighting, or police work. If you're affected by the windfall elimination provision or the government pension offset, this act could mean substantially higher monthly payments. Now, looking ahead, what can we expect for Social Security payments beyond September 2025? Early projections suggest that the 2026 COLA could be in the range of 2.7%, though this won't be officially announced until October 2025. These projections are based on inflation trends and economic indicators, but they're subject to change based on how the economy performs in the coming months. Here's what's really important to understand about your September 2025 Social Security payment. It represents more than just money in your bank account. For millions of Americans, this payment is the foundation of their retirement security. It's the difference between paying for prescription medications or skipping doses, between keeping the heat on or wearing extra sweaters, between staying in their family home or being forced to move to cheaper housing. The reality is that Social Security was never designed to be anyone's sole source of retirement income, but for many Americans, that's exactly what it has become. According to recent studies, about 40% of older Americans rely on Social Security for 90% or more of their income. This makes every dollar of that September payment crucial for day-to-day survival. If you're someone who's struggling to make ends meet even with your Social Security payments, there are additional resources available that you might not know about. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, commonly known as SNAP or food stamps, is available to seniors who meet income requirements. Many states also have programs to help with utility bills, prescription drug costs, and property taxes for seniors with limited incomes. Medicare's Extra Help program can significantly reduce prescription drug costs for those who qualify, and the Medicare Savings programs can help pay Medicare premiums, deductibles, and copayments. These programs can free up hundreds of dollars per month from your Social Security payment for other essential expenses. As we wrap up, remember that your September 27th Social Security payment, or whenever yours arrives based on your birth date, is part of a system that has been providing economic security for Americans for nearly 90 years. While the system faces long-term challenges that Congress will need to address, your September 2025 payment is secure, and you can count on receiving it on your scheduled date. The key takeaway is this: whether your September Social Security payment arrives on the 3rd, 10th, 17th, or 24th, understanding the timing, the amount, and the factors that affect it puts you in control of your financial planning. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your retirement security. What questions do you still have about your September Social Security payments? Have you noticed the impact of the 2.5% COLA increase in your own budget? Share your experiences in the comments below, because your story might help another senior who's facing similar challenges. And if this information was helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security, Medicare, and retirement planning. Your financial security in retirement depends on staying informed, and we're here to help you do exactly that.